You're watching Local 5 News at 5. We are Iowa's most accurate weather team. And we start with your forecast first.
Hard to ask for much better weather than what we've had on this Friday the 13th. Plenty of sunshine. Temperatures in the upper 60s to the north, now in the low to mid 70s in central Iowa. It's been a little breezy out there, but the winds will die down tonight as temperatures fall into the 50s. Tomorrow we can expect more sunshine, another very nice day, but a few storms are possible late tomorrow night. We'll take a look at the track and the timing of that and how it could impact the Cyhawk game day experience. That's all coming up. Local 5 News at 5 starts now.
Breaking news on Local 5, an officer-involved shooting in Des Moines, where it happened and what we're learning about the condition of the victim and the officer who fired the shot. But first,
an early morning explosion startles a Des Moines neighborhood.
I have tons of damage. My front windows in my house are blown out. My door doesn't have a glass in it any longer. My upstairs, there's insulation all over the floor.
Families awake jolted, immediately spotting signs of damage.
Came down and our kitchen window was blown out. Then we came outside and saw the big balls of flames.
The blast leaving a mark of destruction on a home.
There's not much left of that house. If anything, there's a basement.
Team coverage begins now on Local 5 News at 5. This is Local 5 News at 5. We are Iowa.
welcome to Local 5 News, home of WeAreIowa.com. I'm Stephanie Engelson.
And I'm Jack Miller. Thanks for joining us tonight. A 12-year veteran of the Des Moines PD shot a man today.
The officer, along with two others, was checking out complaints about a homeless camp very close to the governor's mansion at 2300 Terrace Road. During the check, the department says the man jumped into the Raccoon River to avoid officers, but then reemerged, coming at the officer with a shovel, then a machete. The officer opened fire, hitting him in the chest. He's alive in the hospital tonight.
Local 5 Chief Investigative Reporter Rachel Droz found out that neighbors have been complaining about this homeless camp for months. Local 5 is on your side, looking into concerns over safety.
I'd heard police sirens. I didn't think anything of it, and I checked my messages, and it turned out that there was a shooting right behind my neighbor's house.
A quiet neighborhood quickly filled with police sirens Friday afternoon. Officers were responding to complaints about a rowdy homeless camp.
I think they get a little frustrated with the noise and the trash that's generated.
Police found 10 people at the camp.
Lately, it's grown, it's gotten, there's been fighting, all sorts of things going on. The police have been called multiple times. Definitely these neighbors have had issues, and they've been warned multiple times. So something needs to be done.
I know I was down there myself, and it's relatively large and relatively cluttered.
Neighbors are understandably on edge. They say the camp has been getting louder and more aggressive in the past 6 weeks.
Knowing that there are little kids living right there, something has to be done.
It's located just next to the Raccoon River, right down the hill from the governor's mansion.
I know that the folks in this neighborhood, they get a little frustrated with the traffic through their yards.
I don't believe in just moving the camp, somewhere else, make it someone else's problem, but, knowing that there are little kids living right there, something has to be done.
Well, the man who was shot is 26. Investigators tell us he first gave a fake name. They have not released his real name yet or any of the charges against him. The three officers involved in today's shooting have a combined 41 years on the force.
In a developing story, an explosion rocks a Des Moines neighborhood. This is video minutes after that explosion occurred. Flames still coming from what's left of this home in Des Moines. Now, we have since learned that it was a gas leak that led to the explosion, and now that house reduced to rubble. Let's get you up to speed on what happened. The call came in just before 3:15 this morning to a home in the 1100 block of Arthur Avenue. When first responders arrived, they found the home destroyed with several others damaged. There were minor injuries. Here's a before and after of what the house looked like before this morning's explosion. This picture from Google Street View was taken in the summer of 2011. Now take a look here at what the house looks like now. You can see the home reduced to rubble following that early morning blast. Local 5's Rachel Droz is live near the home on Arthur Avenue with how the neighborhood looks right now. Rachel.
Yes, Stephanie, they are still picking up the pieces here. I'm going to step out of frame so that you can actually take a look behind me to see what's going on. There are crews working to board up the home's windows that got blown through with this explosion. And if we can zoom into the people standing on that pile of rubble, that was actually a home at one point. That is where the explosion happened. Now, I'm told that these homes that are immediately affected by this blast, they will not have their gas on yet. They are hoping to have that gas back on by 10 p.m. tonight. That's the goal, but we'll see if they get there. For now, reporting live in Des Moines, Rachel Droz, Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
Rachel, thank you. Our team coverage continues tonight. Local 5 was first on scene to that explosion. Lakin McGee was there live all morning as we continue to learn more about this home explosion. She has more on some of the early reactions from neighbors.
There were early morning evacuations from this house explosion. Now neighbors here tell me that they heard a loud, scary noise that sounded like a bomb going off.
It was a very loud explosion.
And you heard a loud boom?
Boom, and it woke us up from sound asleep.
Neighbors woke up to a scary start to their morning.
I have tons of damage. My front windows in my house are blown out. My door doesn't have a glass in it any longer. My upstairs, there's insulation all over the floor.
Many explaining they thought a bomb went off.
We came down and our kitchen window was blown out. Then we came outside and saw the big balls of flames.
This photo shows the home right after the explosion.
There's not much left of that house. If anything, there's a basement.
Captain Mike Morgan says he's never seen anything like this before.
We had to shut off the power just in front of this house. This power line here, the Mid-America shut off, and there's debris when we pulled up 2 blocks down.
Local 5 is told that the house was vacant during the time of the explosion, but neighbors in the area say they smelled gas for the past 2 days.
I took the garbage out last night and it was really strong.
Did you call Mid-American or anything?
No, I didn't even have any idea what was going on.
The Des Moines Fire Department is now expressing concern for people to get their carbon monoxide detectors checked.
Always have those plugged in your house and your smoke alarms too, and check your batteries twice a year.
Now this is an ongoing investigation, and the Des Moines Police Department tell me that the 900 through 1300 block of Arthur Avenue will be closed, and they're thinking that's going to be around 3 days. Reporting in Des Moines, Lakin McGee, Local 5 News, we are Iowa.
Of course, be sure to stay with Local 5 News as we continue to follow any updates to this story. You can find the newest developments on air and online at weareiowa.com.
And those of you with our We Are Iowa app were the first to be notified of the explosion in Des Moines this morning. You can stay in the loop even when you're not near your TV. Download our free app anytime. Developing now, a search for clues is underway. A man is still recovering in the hospital tonight after crashing his vehicle into a building. This happened at the General Fire and Safety, located in the 3200 block of East 14th Street. It was around 2 this morning. An officer spotted the vehicle heading northbound on East 14th Street and Guthrie going really fast. And before the officer could catch up with the driver, the vehicle crashed into the building. The driver had to be cut from the vehicle, is expected to survive, though. Cops believe he may have been impaired, but so far there are no charges filed.
Des Moines police are investigating a body rolled in a wheelchair and left at a convenience store. It happened earlier this morning at the Quick Trip near MLK and Hickman. They say a body was rolled by 2 other people from a nearby home. It happened around 4:30 this morning. Police were able to find the 2 men. Des Moines police said they think the victim's death was from a drug overdose.
Obviously, their actions weren't necessarily appropriate, but we do need to take into consideration the Good Samaritan laws and see if there was any action on their part that would apply there.
Des Moines police say the 2 men who brought the body inside the store are not in custody, but they were being interviewed as witnesses. Now, 2 men are accused of breaking into the Dallas County Courthouse.
But that is where the story takes an unusual twist, as the suspects claimed that the state hired them to do it. Justin Wynn and Gary DiMercurio were arrested, but they say they worked for a cybersecurity firm hired by the state court administration to test security of the court's electronic records. And the state court administration does confirm that it hired their firm, but they say they didn't anticipate forced entry into a building as part of that project. The Polk County Sheriff's Office says the historic courthouse was broken into earlier this week.
New at 5, a little dog with a big health problem. The Animal Rescue League of Iowa is caring for a dog with a severe skin infection tonight. A warning, the video you're about to see of little Rosie may be upsetting to see. Leaders say to help with Rosie's skin infection, she's been given strong pain medication to help her as her wounds are healed. They said she still has a long road ahead, and until she is ready for adoption, the ARL said Rosie is a unique case.
This is definitely one of the worst, if not the worst, skin conditions that we've seen. Poor little dog was just so uncomfortable.
If you'd like to help donate for Rosie's care, we have more information available on our website, weareiowa.com.
The University of Iowa wants to make some major renovations to some buildings on the Iowa City Pentacrest, and it's asking the state regents to invest nearly $89 million to do it. The plan involves renovating 3 buildings, McBride Hall, McLean Hall, and Jessup Hall. The university says they haven't received major upgrades since opening more than a century ago. Construction could begin as soon as fall of 2021. Well, it is week 3 of Football Blitz, and people are getting ready for some big matchups.
Indeed, and we have team coverage of tonight's big matchup. Local 5 Sports Director John Schaefer and meteorologist Brandon Lawrence are both standing by with your football forecast, but we start our coverage with John.
Yeah, he is in Carlisle tonight. Hi, John.
Hey, Jack and Stephanie, a beautiful night for some football. It feels like early fall. I'm loving it. We're here in Carlisle getting ready for Creston visiting town against the Wildcats. This morning, bright and early, Matt McCulloch and Matthew Judy were up with them for Blitz game day. Here's a look back.
Yeah, the Mats are back. You just can't get rid of us.
It's a full moon, and it's Friday the 13th, which means a whole lot of craziness is going to happen tonight.
We have cheerleader interviews, we have dance team interviews. The mascot is here, Willie the Wildcat.
Homecoming, our biggest week of the year. The girls have been preparing for the last 2 months.
Creston comes in, they've got a much improved second-year starting quarterback and what seems to be a much improved defense.
Anytime your quarterback comes back, that gives that team an advantage.
They topped Creston last year. We'll see if they can do it 2 years in a row.
It's still a little early to tell, so we're not really sure where we're at, but we like the direction we're headed.
Homecoming,
yes.
Carlisle, Creston, who are you going with?
We are out here in Carlisle. I got to go with the Carlisle Wildcats.
And coming up later in sports at Local 5 News at 6, we're going to feature the Creston team that's coming into town, looking to try and win their 3rd game in a row this season. Of course, very early week 3. Still looking forward to a 16-game slate on the Friday Night Blitz starting at 10:35 right here on Local 5. That'll do it for now from Carlisle. John Schaefer, Local 5 Sports. Brandon and Stephanie, back to you.
All right, John, thank you. We got the day started on a great note, and the weather couldn't be more perfect for Football Friday.
I'm telling you, this is like a top 5 day of maybe the year because this is so nice outside. We've had a little wind, but, you know, you can't win them all, right? We've got the sunshine, we've got the mild temperatures, and you know what? It does feel like football. It feels like a perfect Friday the 13th here in September. Temperatures right now are in the upper 60s off to the north, still 69 in Fort Dodge, 68 in Clarion, 74 in Des Moines, 73 in Oskaloosa and Ottumwa. Now, it has been a breezy day out there. Our sustained winds right now generally out of the west and northwest about 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 to 25. The weather looks great tonight for high school football. Kickoff temperature about 69 degrees. At halftime, it'll be 67. And by the time you head home, temperatures will be in the mid-60s. Now, if you're getting ready for tomorrow's football action, College Game Day on ESPN, the weather looks really good in Ames. 57 at 7 a.m., a little cool, 63 by 9, and 68 by the time, of course, that show wraps up. The Cyhawk game itself at 3 p.m. If you're tailgating before, temperatures will be in the mid-70s. Can't rule out the chance of an isolated sprinkle closer to kickoff, but the rain chances are very low. Temperatures will be in the low 80s, and then we'll be in the upper 70s by the time that game comes to a close.
Brandon, thank you. And coming up on Local 5 News at 5, anticipation is building for the Cyhawk game tomorrow. The words of wisdom the College Game Day crew is sharing as they plan their big show.
Whether you bleed Cardinal or Black, Cyhawk Game Day is gold. It's the best place to hear stories and analysis of the Cyclones and Hawkeyes. Sports Director John Schaefer, the Local 5 sports team, and analyst Jeff Woody talk impact of last week's matchups. They break down the strategies and keys to the game.
Mike Rose, he's my key number 3.
What it'll take to get your team the next victory, and who to watch for to make the big plays on the field. You've got tailgate plans? Watch Cyhawk Game Day Saturdays at 10:30 on Local 5.
The rising cost of living is making it harder every year for working families to make ends meet. My family simply can't afford higher taxes or higher healthcare premiums. Medicare for All, Medicare Buy-in, and the public option are government-controlled health insurance systems. These unaffordable proposals won't lower our healthcare costs. Instead, they could double everyone's income taxes. We need to fix what's broken, not start over.
Up for anything? Nissan is. And Nissan SUVs have advanced tech to help guide you to the perfect spot. Stay connected. And take any trail. Nissan SUVs. Up for whatever you are. Get 0% financing for 36 months or get a low $288 per month lease on the 2019 Murano.
My daughter, Ashley, she's my world, and I got a call from Ashley. She had a fibroid tumor. She was losing a lot of blood. Fortunately, she's healthy now, but Ashley has a pre-existing condition that's going to last her the rest of her life. I thought that Joni Ernst was going to be different. She said she was going to be different, but I see her taking money from special interest groups. She voted to allow insurance companies to discriminate against people like Ashley. Money from the insurance industry speaks much more loudly to Joni than folks like my family.
Tell Joni Ernst she's hurting Iowa families.
Welcome back. Tomorrow is the big game between Iowa and Iowa State. Maybe you've heard something about it this week. I don't know. Kickoff is 3 o'clock at Jack Trice Stadium in Ames.
But of course, the other thing that's generating attention is ESPN College Game Day, setting up shop on the Iowa State campus. Local 5 sports director John Schaefer is live in Carlisle with how the game day hosts are already busy gearing up for a wild day tomorrow.
That's right, Jack and Stephanie. Yeah, we've talked about the big games tonight, but tomorrow, the biggest of the week by far. Iowa and Iowa State. For the first time ever, College Game Day is in Ames to pregame, or for their weekly pregame show. And again, we talked to the hosts earlier today. They are excited to be up in Ames and even looking forward to seeing how this rivalry shakes out between Iowa State and Iowa.
Once we got the green light to come here, we all were just extremely excited. Couldn't wait to get here. We like to come to these towns because we've never been here before, but they love their college football here.
I would say that rivalries like this are sort of the lifeblood of the sport. You don't get the same thing in any other sport. With college football being a once a week, almost a communal type feel, a building to a singular day, it's really tough to match it. And I think the way that there's pride in this state and programs and the historic animosity between the two, you know, way back in the day, it gives it a lot of texture and a lot of fun.
And the College Game Day staff hoping that the crowd tomorrow can match Washington State from a year ago. They estimate that at about 35,000 fans last year at the Wazoo game when they were out there. Tough task for the Cyclone fans to match, but I have no doubt they're going to do their best to try. Should be a fun one up in Ames. We'll preview that a little bit more tonight at 6 on Local 5. Let's send it back to you.
All right, John, thank you so much. And meteorologist Brandon Lawrence is joining us now. And Brandon, we know we're good for tonight, for Friday night football, which is very important, and then hoping that tomorrow's going to be kind of the same thing.
Yeah, tomorrow is going to be mostly dry.
Okay.
Keyword mostly. There might be a couple of showers in a few places later in the day. We'll take a look at the tracker of that coming up.
At Ron's Auto Repair, we believe in educating our customers so they can save money down the road. Thanks to our digital diagnostic system, we show you what ails your vehicle rather than just taking our word for it. Detailed inspection reports are delivered directly to your phone, helping to educate while we get you back on the road safe and sound. Ron's Auto Repair, proudly serving the Ames community since 1982. Let our family help your family drive and arrive safely. Call or visit online to book your appointment today.
From Tina Fey and the creator of Saturday Night Live comes Mean Girls, the hilarious hit Broadway musical. Entertainment Weekly says Mean Girls isn't a regular musical, it's a cool musical. It's smart, it's funny, it's ferocious, it's
so fast.
Come see Tina Fey's Mean Girls at the Des Moines Civic Center, October 15th through 20th.
Wait, why don't I know you?
Get tickets at the Civic Center ticket office or online at dmpa.org.
I'm a climate change voter.
Climate change voter. I am tired of politicians
who pretend they care about the climate,
but do nothing about it.
Floods, fires,
droughts.
This is urgent.
Act like it.
I'm Tom Steyer, and I approve this message because climate change is a national emergency. I'll declare it on day one and create millions of jobs by rebuilding America and cleaning up our air. Because right now, we need the truth and some action.
Come into Fairway this Friday for our back-to-school one-day sale. Visit our famous meat counter for regular or beer brats, just $1.99 a pound. Fairway hamburger or hot dog buns are only 68 cents. Butterfinger, Baby Ruth, 100 Grand, or Crunch Fun Size bars are just $2.48. Frito-Lay Doritos are only $1.78. Don't miss out on Fairway's back-to-school sale this Friday only.
Welcome back, everyone. Absolutely beautiful day out there. In fact, I'm calling it a top 5 weather day, maybe of our entire year. We don't get days like this very often where we get everything working in our favor. It's dry. We have sunshine. Temperatures are mild. It's a little breezy, but it's not too bad. Right now, the temperature in Des Moines, 74 degrees around our region. We're looking for upper 60s to low 70s out there right now. 74, of course, here in the capital city. 71 up in Ames. 69 for folks up in Fort Dodge, 73 in Ottumwa and in Creston as well. It will be a very comfortable night as well. Temperatures are going to fall back into the upper 60s by 7 or 8 p.m. tonight. We will be dry, skies will be clear, and temperatures are going to fall into the lower end of the 60s by 10 and 11 o'clock tonight. So if you will be out late, you'll want a little sweatshirt. It will be cool out there. The other thing you're going to notice, maybe you shouldn't go out late if you're a little superstitious. It's Friday the 13th, and we have what we call a harvest moon, or at least a full moon. It's the only time that this happens roughly every 20 years. We haven't had a full moon on Friday the 13th since Friday, October 13th of 2000, and it won't happen again until 2049. It'll peak around midnight and our skies will be clear, so be careful out there. It should be fine. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s tonight. 59 in the metro. The winds will be fairly calm. Notice our wind gusts will be about 10 to 15 miles per hour through the remainder of the evening, and then overnight that'll start to calm down. Now tomorrow the wind gusts pick up again, about 10 to 15 miles per hour, maybe as high as the low to mid 20s for gusts in western Iowa by tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully that doesn't pose any issues for any field goal kickers in Ames. Tomorrow we are going to be looking for a high of 83 in the metro. It'll be windy, and then we do have that chance of scattered storms as we go into the later part of the day. We've got a warm front that will be lifting north through our state during the afternoon. I'm watching this because it may spark a few very isolated showers during the afternoon, something we have to watch out for. The bigger rain event, though, not coming in until tomorrow night. That'll linger into early Sunday morning. Here's a closer look. Mostly sunshine during the day tomorrow. Then by lunchtime, a few showers could develop to the north and west. It is possible between 2 and 4 p.m. that a quick shower could roll through Ames, which would be near kickoff. I'm not expecting thunderstorms, and I'm not expecting anything strong to severe. The bigger rain event comes in later in the day, and that'll be late at night, probably after 11 p.m. when we could be dealing with Widespread rain and thunderstorms. We're going to be looking for no severe weather, but there could be a few strong storms. So to recap that Iowa State-Iowa forecast, at tailgate time, temperatures in the 70s, an isolated shower near kickoff with temperatures in the low 80s. Here's our 10-day tracker. The storms get out of here by early on Sunday morning. Temperatures will be in the upper 80s for the beginning part of the week, and then we do have a few thunderstorm chances coming by Wednesday and Thursday before we cool off a little bit by next weekend. Stay tuned. We have more news and weather coming up here on Local 5 News at 5.
It's in our nature to explore the possibilities and embrace the unknown. We travel the same road, knowing the unexpected may occur. When you need us, we'll be there. If you're injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS, Iowa's motorcycle lawyers.
Hi. So we're buying a bigger home?
Yeah, a 4-bedroom, but, you know, with room to grow.
Your ocular cavity is experiencing a malfunction.
You know, because we want kids. Yeah.
Calculating offspring life insurance.
No, wait. We only have a cat, so we don't...
Calculating farm insurance.
Well, is there somebody else who can help us?
Only a human who knows you can create a plan that's right for you. That's why for 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Dear Grizzly Bear, it was fun running around with you yesterday. You seemed peeved you couldn't catch me, though. Maybe cut down on the honey? Peace out, RAV4.
Lease a new 2019 RAV4 for $239 per month, or get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
What does this adorable baby Eastern black rhino have in common with this Joey, that Joey, oh no, yeah, that Joey, these otters, and these two zippy zebras? They're all new at the Blank Park Zoo, helping us further our diverse conservation and education goals. And they'd all love to see you. Every trip to the zoo is an adventure and a chance to help threatened wildlife everywhere. Imagine that.
Sex, strippers, drugs, rich guys.
These women would call themselves entrepreneurs. The police, they'd call them criminals.
Accused of drugging customers, racking up huge bills.
The true story that inspired the movie 2020, tonight at 10/9 Central on ABC.
Welcome back. Actress Felicity Huffman will spend 14 days in prison for her role in the college admissions scandal. She was sentenced today after pleading guilty to a single count of conspiracy and fraud back in May. The former Desperate Housewives star will pay $30,000 in fines and serve 250 hours of community service with a year of supervised release.
The Environmental Protection Agency announced on Thursday the repeal of the Obama-era Waters of the United States rule. This rule was intended to protect smaller bodies of water from pollution. The EPA says this deregulatory action will save Americans $3.7 billion annually, but environmental groups say there could be a higher risk of polluted tap water.
All right, stick around. Nice, clear blue skies out there today for Friday night football, but we've got an even bigger game tomorrow. We'll have that forecast when we come back.
Get 24/7 news on the go with Local 5's Wheel Iowa app.
Peace of mind, as in no worries, like when you sign up for Peace of Mind plan service with Wyckoff Heating and Cooling. It's knowing your heating and cooling system will be inspected each spring and fall and will be maintained at its highest level. It's knowing that for less than $15 a month, the Wyckoff family will take care of your family. Peace of mind. That's what Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is all about. For peace of mind under your roof. Visit WyckoffComfort.com.
I know people love the dish remote. It's great. So why build in a Google Assistant? I mean, who really needs a TV remote that can turn the thermostat up,
Change temperature to 72,
the lights down,
dim the lights,
and still access their DVR?
play Rio?
Actually, some people could absolutely use a remote like that. The new Dish Voice Remote. Dish, tuned in to you.
This fall, book 2 separate qualifying stays at choicehotels.com and earn a free night. Because when your business is rewarding yourself, our business is you. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Cracker
Cracker Barrel makes every meal one to remember, with favorites like Sunday Home-Style Chicken now available every day. And our new Sweet and Smoky Home-Style Chicken BLT for $8.99. Come on home to Scratch Made. Come on home to Cracker Barrel.
The Big Boys Toyland event is going on now at Fleet Farm. Get the lowest prices of the season on things like Lacrosse Alpha Burley Pro hunting boots, $129.99, plus $10 back in bonus bucks. A Charbroil Performance Gas Grill, $279.99, plus $25 back in bonus bucks. And a DeWalt 20-volt Max Drill and Impact Driver Combo Kit, $70 off our low fleet price, plus $10 back in bonus bucks. But hurry, Big Boys Toyland won't last long. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Final check of the forecast. No issues tonight. Probably no issues during the day tomorrow. Maybe a quick shower in the late afternoon hours. But I do think most of the rain or thunderstorms will hold off until late tomorrow night into early Sunday morning. And then we warm up again.
A whole lot of 80s in that forecast.
Yeah.
Nice.
A wee bit of summer left.
Right.
We'll see you at 6.